So as you guessed from the thumbnail, we're doing a little bit of a different video. We're actually going to do an oil change on a 2017 VW Polo 1.2 TSI. But where is the car, you may ask? I can't see it anywhere here, but it is actually here. So as I said, here we have a 1.2 TSI VW Polo. It is a Mark 5, I believe, so 2017 model 3-door, and we're going to do a oil change on it here today. So let's go and check out what we need for this. This is everything that you should need, so I'm going to go through it from left to right. So we've got a drain pan to collect all the oil in. We've got some Ravenol brake and clutch cleaner. The oil, Ravenol, we'll explain this soon. So got a great help from the guys over at Ravenol. Really, thank you very much. We have the actual filter removal tool and installer tool. A couple of torques and wrenches, gloves, keep it clean. We've gone for a Mann filter, so you can get cheaper, but I wanted a good quality filter because that is what's protecting your engine at the end of the day. We've also got a brand new drain plug and washer. This actually came as a set of 4 Febby Bilstein, so good quality parts on there. Yeah, so this is hopefully everything that we need. 19mm for the drain plug. So this is all you need, and it shouldn't take that long. So let's go to it. How did we get here? So my friend Callum watches the channel and was just like, Tino, my 2017 VW Polo needs a service. Can you help me out? It's one of his first cars. I think it's his second car. So he wants to look after it, but he doesn't want to pay the earth at maybe main dealer prices. And it's so simple and DIY that you can do on the drive at home, which is what we're going to do today. Now, the products that we're using, you may have seen on the channel, we use Ravenol on our GR Yaris, and that's because it is a great product. That's why I've chose it for the GR Yaris, because it's good to look after the engine. A good quality oil can make a big difference. But amazingly enough, Ravenol actually saw some of the videos and actually approached me and said, hey, would you and your subscribers want a discount code? I said, yeah, I use your products anyway because they are really great products. And amazingly enough, they've given you and me 10% off anything on their website. So there's a little link, a little click. I know it's very YouTube, but there's a little link down below. If you click on that, you'll get 10% off anything that you add into the basket. So that will help you and me make more content, but also you be able to do DIY oil changes. They've got clutch and diff. They do loads of different products, even do brake parts cleaner that we've got here. So I'm really thankful for the guys and girls over at Ravenol for helping us out, making this happen. So let's crack into it. And let's see what we can do first. I think the first thing that we need to do is jack up the car. In the end, I found it easier just to drive it up on the blocks that I have. On the driver's side, there's a little handle here. Pull to open up the bonnet. Then under here, if you pull this little handle and then push it down, I believe. Up, there we go. And then pop that up there. Just do a quick visual check. We should have things like air filter under here, I believe. We can always have a check of those in a minute. Just do a visual check just to see if there's anything missing, leaking, anything like that. It all looks good in there. So I'm going to get some gloves on and then we'll make a start. First thing we want to do is just loosen off the oil cap, just to loosen some of that pressure. I'm just going to leave it on the top there so we don't lose it. And that is a Honda. Right, and then now we need to go underneath the car and take off the under panel. Is there one on this car? Yeah, there is. So let's get a torch and get down there. Underneath the front of the Polo here, you can see these little, I believe they're T25, so I'll just double check in a second. There's one in the corner here, one at the top here, over in the corner again, and then over by, just over there. I think there may be a couple more a bit further back, just there. We're going to undo those, and then this panel here should slide to the rear of the car, and that should give us all the access we need. Well done, VW. Pretty loose. Whoa. And then that should come down. There we go. So now the splash shield's out the way, we can see here's the oil filter. Oh, and that's quite warm. Look around the engine, it looks fairly clean. It doesn't look like there's any leaks of any kind. Maybe at the back down here. Yeah, looking at the back, looks like there may be a leak coming from the gearbox back here. So that will be something to maybe investigate if we can get a bit higher. There you go, you can see the gearbox this leaking at the back here. So it looks like VW's sweating performance here. So we'll get this cleaned up and get this unlocked, and then we'll see how it gets on. We'll give that a clean down while we're here as well. Okay, I'm trying my best to get a good angle. So this should be a 19mm bolt. Yeah, it is. And let me just think about this. Best way to catch all this fluid. Oh, there we go. Sorry I bumped you up. This could literally go anywhere. Right. Yeah, this has got a little bit of seepage. This is going to be quite hot. So I'm going to try and do my best to stay out of the way. Try to keep a bit of pressure on the threads. Stop it leaking. It's starting to come. That's what she said. It's slippy. Ah! Right, there we go. We missed the pot, but we'll leave that to drain and have a cup of tea. There we go. Oh man, it's overflowing. Oh no. No, this thing isn't venting. Ah, there's a vent hole. That's why. Oil's got nowhere to go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh man, messy. Right, so we'll leave that to make sure it drains all its guts.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Ravenol also do brake parts cleaner, so this is a great opportunity to clean up some of this dripping oil before we move on to the filter. There we go. And while that's doing the last of the drip, we'll do the oil filter, which is just up here. So, right down here, I've purchased this from eBay. I will leave the link in the description. But we have this set here, and we need to grab one of these. I believe it is this one that we need, 905. And then we're going to put that over the top, and then take off this oil filter cap, or oil filter. So in the end, the VW one is a 903. So 903 filter housing from this kit. Nope, that's wrong way. Trying to get all the drips possible. Could do with a bigger pan. Wow, there's actually a surprising amount of oil in there. I've seen online a lot of people say to clean, make sure the surface is nice and clean, because that can stop it from getting a good fit when we refit. So we got our new filter, I think that's the part number on the top there, Mann Filters, representing the Mann Filter Mercedes AMG GT3 Nürburgring. Yep. So I need to go and check the torque on this one. This is double checking, it's 20 newton meters on the oil filter and 30 newton meters on the sump plug. So we're going to prep this before we pop it on. How do you know how much oil to go in? So if you go on the Ravenol website, which of course links down there, you just type in the reg of the car and it will actually tell you how much oil the car holds and how much oil you needed for oil change, because of course some oil will stay in the car. So you need 4 litres for the VW Polo 1.2 TSI, get 5 here, so basically you got a little bit extra, so if and when you need to top it up. So what we're going to do is prime this by just getting a little bit of oil on the seal first. So on the Ravenol products, they actually come with a little spout that actually pops up, making filling even easier. Just a little bit of oil in the cap, dab it on your finger, just get that seal ready to roll. There we go, golden nectar. Now that should screw back onto here. And tighten it up. Torque wrench here. 20 newton meters isn't all that much. Ooh. There we go, that's actually it was only a little bit tighter than it needed to go. The next up we're going to put the new sump plug and washer in. A new plug is not a necessity, but the washer definitely is. Let's try not to drop it in the oil. That's just on finger tight, and then we'll torque that up to 30 newton meters in a moment. Clean down. So I'm going to move this oil bucket out the way now it's done with, and then see if we can tighten that up. There we go, and that's 30 newton meters. Whew. Give it one last clean down. Oh yeah, boy, that smells good. We've put the car back down on level ground, and then we're going to fill up with some oil now. We're going to put Ravenol's finest 5W30 in here, fully synthetic, so the good stuff for Callum. Now, as I say, it should take 4 litres. But you don't want to overfill, so this is 5 litres, so I'm going to put in about 2/3 and then we'll check the level. Ravenol give us a handy dandy spout, but we don't have a, oh no, yeah. Do not have a funnel, unfortunately. So here, just take your time to fill up the required amount, keep on checking on it. It's better to underfill it at this point than overfill it and then have to try and pull the oil back out. So let's just check the level now. Okay, so can you see we're just about touching the very bottom there. We want to be in this section between these like dotted areas. So we'll put some more oil in there. I think we've got about 2 and a bit litres left in this 5 litres. Just about getting into the minimum, so a bit more. There we go, so we're literally right bang on there, so that's spot on. a nice little bit. Literally we have 1 litre of oil left, so the Ravenol Oil Calculator was spot on with 4 litres. So really impressed with that. So let's just check underneath for any leaks, and then we'll run it up to for 5 seconds, check for leaks again, and then we'll run it up and get it up to temperature. Turn it off. That's looking good. I can't see any leaks there. We'll go down and check, and then we'll run it up to temperature. So we've ran the car up to temperature, so it's got a little digital temperature gauge for the oil, 90 degrees, which is standard operating temperature, and there's been no leaks. So we've put it back up on to the chocks so we can slide underneath, and then we'll redo up the plate on the bottom and just double check for any leaks while we're down there as well. So let's do that now. We have done the oil change on here. Everything's great. It's looking really good. Give it the engine a nice quick clean as well. We just need to reset the oil service light in the car, which is a dead simple thing to do. So we've run it up to temperature. We know there's no leaks. We've got the tray on the bottom. It's looking good. So let's go and hop on the inside. On the inside of the VW Polo, so what you want to do is put the key in the ignition and turn the ignition on while holding this button here. So it's a little bit tricky, so give me 2 seconds. So, key in the ignition, hold, turn that on. Should say oil reset service set, or service interval reset. And that should now do it. So if we take that out, get to car, settings, service, there we go. So we've not reset the inspection, we just reset the service, so it's due in another year basically, but that's all sorted on that side. So there we go. We've got a little bit of cat litter on the floor here to tidy up, but we've gone and done a service on a 2017 VW Polo 1.2 TSI petrol, of course. So I want to say a massive thank you to Ravenol. Their link is down. Oh, see you, Callum. Their link is down in the description down below to get yourself 10% off, and without them we couldn't have done this. This is a nice DIY thing. It's not as difficult as it looks, a little bit dirty, but wear some old clothes, you'll be fine. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and maybe we'll do some more in the future. There is a service coming up on the GR Yaris, so stay tuned for that. If you did enjoy it, a thumbs up's muchly appreciated. If you didn't, just give it a thumbs down. I totally understand that. Just put a comment down below how I can do it next time, better next time. Until then, goodbye and have a good one.